Okay, before I start anything, yes, I am in a different environment. This is probably the most manly car that I've ever driven in my life, because it's not a car, it is a pickup. Anyway, now I know there's going to be a lot of people talking about this, but I just personally have to say, what the fuck is wrong with you people? NASCAR, what is your fucking deal? Can't you just one time accept the fact that you have failed to do something for once? Okay, yeah, just crazy thing, you know. I can accept the chase. It made last year exciting. It took 10 years for the chase to be exciting, but I will admit it was exciting. Now, you tried this whole group qualifying at Daytona, and believe it or not, people were trying really hard to make the biggest race of the year. Holy shit, who'd have expected that? Wow, what are the odds of that? They were trying to make the biggest race of the year? Holy shit, I never would have guessed. And then that resulted in trying too hard because, you know, the piece on Reed Sorensen's car was slowing him down so much. He wasn't going to get a good lap no matter what he did. But it's the Daytona 500. He's still going to try to make that lap because of the Daytona 500. So it should come to no surprise that he ended up wrecking people because he was going to try and stay in front of them, because if they got in front of him and he tried to keep up from behind, he would go too slow and he would not be able to keep up and he would have a shitty lap. Oh. Ow. So, what does this mean for the Nationwide Series? Well, since that whole fiasco went over in the Sprint Cup Series, they decided that it was maybe a good idea to tweak it just a little bit. So what they did was they made the groups smaller. Alright, that doesn't even solve the base problem of the fact that they're trying to race each other really, really hard. And not only that, but they reduce the amount of time that you can get onto the track by they cut the time that you can get there in half. So that just made it even more of an urgency. That just made it even more of a necessity to have to race really hard in qualifying. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh shit, there's a funeral going on. Look at that hearse. Well, that sucks. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? So obviously, they wrecked again. Oh, good job, Brian France. Man, you got this shit figured out. You have a terrible idea of having group qualifying at a restrictor plate racetrack where wrecks are easy and destructive. Not only that, but when it does happen in the first race, you say, oh no, it must have been some sort of mistake on the driver's part. It can't be the fact that we're making it so that they have to race each other to get into the race. What the fuck is wrong with you, Brian France? You fucking idiot. This is why you are the fuck up himself, Brian the fuck up France. What happened in the Nationwide Series? Well, it was, I think, the second group that went out. And they were being a little slow, so they were like coming out of the final turn with like 6 seconds to get to the start-finish line and start their goddamn fucking lap. So basically, they had to race against time just to be able to get into the race. So that's why they were racing so hard against each other. If one single person slowed down, no one else was going to, because they had to make it to that start-finish line to start their qualifying attempt. And there were some cars in there that wouldn't be able to make it in on points, so they'd have to get a good lap in. So that's why they had to push it, and that's why they all fucking wrecked, because they didn't have enough time to start their fucking lap. So they all fucking wrecked. And now there's more torn up race cars. These guys waited all winter to do this. They waited the entire winter. They got their shit together. They built their cars. They got their driver ready. They prepped their pit crew. They went through all of this shit. All of this shit for 2.5 fucking months. And this is what it gets them. They wreck before they can even start the race. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Some of these nationwide drivers don't have backup cars. They're done now. They didn't even get a chance to fucking qualify for it. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's not. This is quite possibly the most fucking idiotic thing that I have ever seen. Oh my God. Oh my God. How? How can you be such a fucking asshole? Brian France, are you fucking blind? Are you fucking blind? And I know that it wasn't just Brian France's fault here, but he could have stepped in and said, wait a second, they all wrecked in qualifying in the Sprint Cup because the qualifying format sucked, monkey dick. Maybe we shouldn't do it for the other series. No, they just allowed it to be even fucking worse. Because at least in the Sprint Cup's case, there was a good excuse as to why the wreck happened, putting it into the control of the drivers. You know, Reed Sorensen, his back was broken. It was inevitable that he was going to crash unless people got past him. People did not get past him, and they crashed. Okay, it was, you could say that it was indeed Reed Sorensen's fault that he did engage that wreck. I could make an argument as to how it was the format itself that caused that wreck to happen, but let's throw them a bone here. Let's throw them a bone. Let's say that it is Reed Sorensen's fault in the Sprint Cup's case. Well, whose fucking fault is it in the second one? Okay, whose fault in the Nationwide Series? Whose fault is it in the Nationwide Series? Was it the guy that slowed down, and the guy that went behind him and tried to get past him but couldn't because he needed to make a fast lap to be able to get into the fucking race? Whose fault is it there? Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Which driver's fault was it? Whose fault was it? I say it's Dale Jr.'s fault. It's all Dale Jr.'s. It's all Dale Jr.'s fault. That's what I say. That's what I think personally. It's fucking retarded. That's all it is. It's retarded. It is literally retarded. There is no other way to describe it. It is retarded. This could have been prevented. They could have recognized the fact that group qualifying at Daytona was not a good idea. And they could have not had them do it for the rest of the speed weeks here. But no, they just can't accept the fact that they're fucking stupid. They just can't accept the fact. I'm sorry if this is one of the most angry videos that I have done outside of like a gaming thing, but oh my goodness, it is so fucking stupid. It is so fucking stupid. This should not have happened in the first place. That's why I'm so mad about it. I mean, if this hadn't happened, and if the wreck in the Sprint Cup hadn't happened, you could have said, oh, we had no idea this would happen. No one saw this coming. But everyone saw it coming. Everyone. Not a single person watching from home couldn't, there is no possible way. You can't honestly expect me to believe that you did not think that something like that was going to happen. It was inevitable. It was fucking inevitable. They made it so that they had to go faster to make the lap, but they couldn't go faster to make the lap. You know why? Because, oh my god. This has been a 10-minute long video. I've discussed it in great enough length anyway, and I've made it to my destination, so it would just be awkward for me to be sitting here and yelling into the camera, well, you know, so I will turn this off now. It's fucking retarded is what it is. It's fucking retarded. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. It's fucking retarded. This did not need to happen. It could have been prevented, but it wasn't. And now the biggest race of the year for the nationwide drivers, you know, now it's worthless. Great fucking job, Brian France. You proved once again to the world why you are the fuck up. Bye.